Welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Um, Last time, we figured out what Project Zero Dawn really was. A massive terraforming program that essentially would build life from, or essentially resurrect life back onto a dead planet after what happened with the Pharaoh Plague. We were then captured by Helis and forced to fight in the Sun Ring. And even though we were able to escape, Helis also said that he sent death squads to the Norris Sacred Lands, so we gotta go rescue them. Let's get as close as we can. Okay. Let's see how far away. Too bad. Can't even pick up a metal flower on the way. It's literally on the way. Oh. Mostly.
That smell. Trees on fire. The embrace. The watchtower's burning, but the sentinels had time to warn the tribe.
Alright, where is this damn flower? Oh, there it is.
Patterns on this flower are so strange.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Got their attention.
Burn.
No.
Oh, this is not good at all.
Metal. Ash.
Okay, don't need a tear blaster, but we probably will need the rattler. I don't like that pounding. Oh, and that's a Deathbringer.
Race to the corner. I mean it.
I'm really not in the mood to fight a Deathbringer right now. Because the Nora probably would have retreated
Get it while I can.
to Mother's, is it heart or cradle? I don't know, this way. Basically to the mountain. That's the most defensible position. God, look at all the devastation.
Another battle. Another defeat. The eclipse smashed through.
Oh god. One corruptor down. That one's on fire. Kill them all. Well, that's the idea. What the hell is that pounding? Watching stuff burn is your happiness. Well, um... fire arrows. He's telling me I have health potions. Nope. Nope. Okay, well, that's not very helpful.
I'll tuck that away.
Oh boy! Thunderjaw.
More eclipse. It's a corrupted Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in a mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. I'll never reach the hatch.
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
For the...
Okay, so cutscene.
Varl.
Okay, take care of the cannon fodder. I'll take care of the
They're still
Thunderjaw.
May the goddess remember!
Alright, both the disc launchers are gone.
Destroy it! Bring down the demon!
Oh, don't worry. If you're worried about spoiling the game for me, you can't. It's more spoiling it for the audience.
Down.
We did it!
Finish them!
Thunderjaws are challenging, but I can see how they'd be annoying as fuck.
I've got you sighted.
Do you know?
Aloy did it. We only have... I thought we were done.
Well, that was a thing. Where's the health potions? This is seriously, where's the health potions?
Aloy, your deeds reenact the old stories. Another metal devil struck down upon the slopes. If you hadn't returned, the tribe would have been lost.
Well, you know, I'm just doing my job.
You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
Nope.
Yeah, but This was just one battle, Varl. There are more to come.
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs, and many families, goddess be praised. But braves, just a few, and most of them are wounded. Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. We made sure of that.
So, the Nora civilians and leadership are still alive. They just have no army anymore. Great.
Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo, ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decisions saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here.
So, Tirsa acted like a true leader, doing what was best for her people despite what tradition says. Good.
Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
Good.
I need to go inside the mountain.
The matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure, but I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
You will see.
Okay. Our secondary mission is also to get to go in to the mountain.
She cleans up well.
Aloy! Oh, you've returned.
Ah,
I'm glad to see you.
Your injuries. Are they serious?
A gash or two. Nothing I couldn't sew back together with a needle and thread.
Guess being a stitcher came in handy in combat after all, huh?
Yes, I suppose it did.
you're a medic. Worth it.
Aloy,
The battle was
you've come
lost
back.
until Seeker has returned.
Come, speak to us. So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege. How was this done?
By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Okay. Because we're surrounded by witnesses, I'm not doing this. This would also probably not go over very well, so here we go.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you.
Hello, Starscream. Welcome to the stream.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Now, from the Nora perspective, I'm about to walk into their god. Or goddess. The place where they believe all life came forth. Don't you see? You are walking into the light.
Welcome to Aletheia, Cradle 9, Route 1.
A cradle facility. All Mother Mountain is a cradle facility. So in a way, the Nora are right. Early humanity for this generation, or for this civilization, did come from this mountain.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Ooh. Stranded figure. You mean like a
So this is a
baby doll?
This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
Looks like children painting on the walls. But it's kind of dark for kids' paintings.
So this was it.
Okay.
Born.
But why?
Look at all these. Kind of reminds me of Attack of the Clones on Camino. A little bit. All these gestation things just lining everything. Well, it looks like they're these robots that the children didn't like. And others that the children did like. Okay, so this is a nursery.
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
So robots were programmed to take care of the kids.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother.
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun. Not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
There, looks like that the sun was a major fixture for him. Wanted to know about animals, more pictures of robots, more pictures of the sun.
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
That was adorable.
So this is where they lived. It's a mess. Everything's broken or painted on. How long did they live here?
Kindergarten. Multiple system failures. Nutrient stores depleted.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go!
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now, and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here, and sleep, and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave, and you will learn.
Glad's like, I've watched too many movies and I don't like where this is gonna end. So it looks like the servitors, when the kids were about, when they were adolescents, had to throw the kids out because the cradle facility was out of food. And reached that threshold where they couldn't protect and provide for them anymore. Although it's interesting that the one that they called Mother said that she would remember all of them. That's what the Nora say about All Mother. Starting to see the beginnings of the civilizations that would arise.
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
And because it looks like for some reason they didn't move beyond kindergarten. And so when teenage boy, teenage girl, start to do things that teenagers will do, that was against what the servitors were programmed would be kindergarten behavior. I bet that led to some good times. A locked door. Is that what this means? Right here? The robots prevented the kids from going to the locked door. But why would the door be locked?
Someday day. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted. Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
So they tried to get
Here,
down there.
their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you...
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
For identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So this is
What was this
school?
place exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
Welcome, students. Please pick up a focus
Hello,
device
child.
and place
My
it
name
on the
is
side of your
Sabrina.
head, just
Today
behind your
is a
eye.
big day.
I had to
Your
dredge
first
the
day of
big
school.
world looking for
There's
focuses
so
to
much
repair.
for you to
And
learn.
here sat a
So
troll,
much promise and possibility.
which no one.
Alert. Malfunction. Hollow offline.
Apollo offline.
Offline.
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
So Apollo never came online, which is why the door never opened, which is why humanity essentially started from zero. When they rejected the humans had only like a kindergarten base level of understanding. No wonder things are gone to shit. Essentially, Horizon Zero Dawn is what would have happened if V2 went off in zero. And as we can see, wars and borders weren't gone. A world with no boundaries dream never would have been achieved.
Priority message for Dr. Sobek. Please get message with focus.
Oh, Colette,
That sounds important.
I love Horizon Zero Dawn.
I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
I've beaten the game multiple times. I'm just playing a character. But now this is one of my favorite games, and the announcement of Horizon Forbidden West is what sold me on getting a PlayStation 5. Operations log. Inhabitants released March 16th, 2326. So this this civilization essentially starts on 2326. And the facility finally ended operations April 4th, 3021. So yeah, we are in the 3000s.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. However, Elizabeth, this is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
Well, that was a thing.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Okay, so I'm a clone of Dr. Elizabeth Sobek, which explains why I have over 90% genetic compatibility with her. And the fact that the derangement started about the same time that Aloy was born is because the subordinate functions were released. And there's no way to govern them.
Function rectified. Alluvial line. Route 1 access unsealed.
Where am I going?
This is going to be interesting.
I'm doing good, Star Creator. Welcome to the stream.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive. The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora. All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora.
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora.
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy! That she may forge the path for others to follow.
Alright, hail hydrate. What I liked about that scene is, well, there's a lot of things to like about it. First, Aloy never once tried to discredit their faith. One, because that wouldn't help. And two, most of them are good people. So she tried to give them information in ways that they would understand. And everything that Aloy said was true. The goddess, she spoke to the goddess, and the goddess wanted her to kill a metal demon. The goddess being Gaia, and the metal demon being Hades.
All-Mother has sent her to us.
Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you.
But, I forgot what I was gonna say.
The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position.
But yeah, so the matriarchs, because Aloy phrased it in the way she did, have essentially whipped up the whole of the Nora into a crusade to kill the Metal Demon. So we have allies in our fight against Hades.
Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
I'm guessing they used the hostages as sacrifices.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Apparently not.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
That doesn't sound good.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking, brings death to others.
An assassin.
The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All-Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later. And terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious. In agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaruland, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him, leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Huh. Politics.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
Until me.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All-Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift, and never a burden.
All right, Tirsa, that's quite a story. It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy.
Grandma Tirsa.
I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
Okay, so basically, the whole reason why I'm here is because Tirsa browbeat Lansra into letting Ross take care of me. So, in a sense, Tirsa was the one that essentially saved her tribe.
entered the mountain before her. She is the anointed.
Alright, so where do we need... first I gotta get out of the... out of the mountain so I can actually fast travel. Okay. So what we're looking for now is here. This is going to be the reactor, or basically where Gaia Prime is. First, gotta find a merchant. There's one over here. So I can sell my shit and buy more potions. Okay. Merchant. There. So that, so that, so that. So that, so that. So that. So that. So these. That. Okay. Modifications. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Okay, let's buy some potions now. Do I need any resist ones? Nope. Okay, we're all stocked up, ready to go. So let's head to the bitter climb. Turkey. Bunny.
I'll find a use for you.
Just killed Sly Cooper. Oh no. If you're wondering why I'm
Fresh as it comes.
hunting, I'm getting a supply of meat so I can make new potions while I'm in the ruins, because I have no idea if Eclipse has made it in here yet. Phantom limbs. Dictation on. My legs hurt. I keep reaching down to rub them, but of course they're not there. I tell you, it's one thing to hear about ghost limbs, it's another thing to be haunted by them. Moment my hand passes into the empty space, I'm back in Bridgewater, and that nano haze is stripping my legs layer by layer as the squad's medbot drags me out of the line of fire. And I start screaming like I was screaming there, in two places at once. Two halves, but one of them gone forever, dissolved. And through the wall of the infirmary I can hear them cheering. Cheering the MRB for saving our asses. Covering our evac back there. Crediting them with the NYC still standing after a week. Do they even hear when I start screaming? Sergeant says I'll have prosthetics fitted tomorrow. Good as new. Both know he's lying. I'll never be good again. Save, and then start the climb. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any machines up there yet. Since we're going into the ice territory. Might want to have...
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Stalkers. Another stalker. No, what? Stalker just went invisible. Let's see if we can get an ally.
Calm, calm. Okay, Aloy, now what?
Come on, 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 come on. Got a stalker! Come on, 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 come on. Yes!
Not done with you.
Both stalkers are mine. Good boys. Well, that was easier than I thought it'd be. Makes everything easier when you can make friends out of your enemies. And then let them fight. Well, we're getting pretty high up. I would not be surprised to see some flying machines, either Glinthawks or a Stormbird.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct. Gather them to the grave.
Well, found some Glinthawks.
Look out below!
I love it. Making everyone else fight.
This is where it ends.
Oh. Damn it! Okay, that's not what I wanted. But I will take this. And then it exploded. Oh, please, you watcher. Okay. And then they exploded. Let's go back down here, because there's this campfire. I'll save.
Stocking up.
There's a lot of debris. Oh, fuck. Should've known there'd be a storm bird.
Guessing that I'm almost there.
Okay. And since I'm going to be fighting a storm bird, I need anti-electricity. Ow! I think the lighting portion's been broken. Huh. Well, that was annoying. Okay, can I make a new... Yes, I can. Cold weather stuff. Okay.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
Doesn't look like there's anything else up here.
GAIA's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Well, looks like we found the hole in the ground.
Now, I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Okay.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
Zavala, have I ever mentioned how much I hate you?
Look down. Don't look down.
Yeah, any Destiny players, Silence is played by Zavala's voice
This
actor.
is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Humble.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, A great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted and waited as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Of course.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
I hate that guy.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think
Mind
we'd
your
worked in
footing.
the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Huh. Okay, chat. You're part of the Zero Dawn team. You've effectively been sealed in the Gaia Prime reactor for the rest of your natural life. How do you pass the time? Big hole in the ground. Fire up the the entire Ace Combat series, or play DCS. Here comes the snow.
Huh. A fifth power cell. They must fit somewhere.
Okay, so those power cells that I've got, they belong to this quest. And we needed 5. So once we get out of here, we'll be able to finish that side quest.
Guess that's my way across. It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer. Oh, glad that's over.
Alright, back onto solid ground, kind of. Looks like we go down. Or up, but I want to see what's down here first.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Because there's usually goodies and stuff that are off the beaten path. Hit.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, and lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet. A barren sphere. Just Gaia. And her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Well, that was depressing. Although, nice bookend if you think about it. Human civilization started with humans in caves and ended with humans in caves.
evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis-Sadie zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Well, seems that once their work was done, the life for the Alphas wasn't that great. I mean, even taking the circumstances into account.
I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device. But its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Okay, so go up this way. Yep. Yep.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Another briefing room or conference room. There we go.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for. Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing. It should be Liz's decision. So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no.
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close.
Huh.
Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me, I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
Hero's death.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You, you got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
Sounds familiar.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Silence is... I'm pretty sure he took out his brain and put it in a hard drive or something.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
What could he do? That sounds like tempting fate if I ever heard it.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
That doesn't sound good.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Me neither.
Continue.
Control room with all the bodies of the alphas.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Which means that that's how they died.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the said system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Did what?
Sacrifice. It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Captain atmosphere.
You bastard. Ted Faro purged Apollo, killed the alphas, because he couldn't live with his fucking guilty conscience. Because he was the one that caused the damn plague to begin with. And because of that, humanity really did start from zero. Instead of getting the jump start they needed, we're back in the fucking Stone Age. Because of one man's guilty fucking conscience. He didn't want to be remembered as the man who ended humanity. Hey, Nugget. Well, I really want to kill Ted Faro, but I can't because he's been long dead. Exactly, Floofy. Son of a bitch!
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Wait. There is still hope. The Apollo's Alpha, I forget her name, Samina or something, I can't pronounce it, but at the Zero Dawn facility, she said that she encoded Apollo not only to the software, but hard-coded into synthetic fossils. So there is still a chance that maybe humanity can find it again and learn what they've been forced to unlearn.
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
At least that's the hope I'm clinging to. Yeah, Starship's V2. This is... If anyone asks if what would happen if V2 happened in Ace Combat 0, tell them Horizon Zero Dawn. Because the world really was reset to zero and nothing improved.
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Oh gee, thanks, Silence.
Keep holding.
You're all heart. Yeah, the worst part about learning about what Ted Faro did to humanity is the fact that he's long dead and I can't take vengeance. I blame the schools. I blame the schools for deleting the schools. Nope, nope. Get. There, and then go up and then over. I swear your climbing is as good as Altair's.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered such knowledge you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, The first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now, why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva.
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the June.
So you found the devil.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
So you're the fuckers who caused all this destruction that the Eclipse did. Tell me again why I shouldn't put an arrow through your fucking skull.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
Good. Let me finish the job for you.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence, pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Well,
they're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Carja in shadow.
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Ahriman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Ahriman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
well, that was easy. Zealots are always easy to manipulate. Alright. Now, if you've been observing, I've been using this lance for the entire game because that's part of New Game Plus. But in the cutscenes, I've been using the old Norris spear.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Okay, so... That wasn't a... Oh! Well, that was lucky as hell. Okay, we're out of the Grave Horde. Go to the vantage point, and then we're gonna go get... or finish the quest of the power cells. That should be it for the stream today. Yeah. When I almost thought Aloy was plunging to her doom, like, oh, that's not a rope I can... No! Oh, God. She grabbed onto it. My heart stopped for a second there. It's like, oh, no! Yep. Climb, climb. Pretty much. Okay. That's what it used to look like. King's Peak. Okay, so place we need to go should be around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. So we gotta find a fast travel point close by. Starscream, that's largely because I did have the line, or the incoming internet line replaced. So it's a brand new line. It's carrying the signal. Hail Hydrate. I'm out of drink. Balls. But we're not going to be streaming for much longer. So I will take a Hail Hydrate as soon as I'm done with the stream. Hey, Gio. Okay. So where is this? Hole in the ground. That's just probably where I need to go.
Oh, I wonder what's down here.
Oh, hey, there's a metal flower down here.
Metal flowers. Huh. Well, why not? This isn't a cave. It's a rock.
Yes, this is the Shield Weaver quest. And we have all the power cells needed.
I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time. These devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells to get these to work. There. Fits. I just need to slot in these two.
Okay,
Some kind
so
of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby.
12 o'clock. 1500. No.
Maybe there's some more information nearby. Looks like each dial has 4 positions. Maybe if I get each dial in the right position.
1800. Nope, nope, not that one. $2,100.
Did it. Now to check the door. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps.
Looks like the armor that Sobek was wearing when she stepped out of the or sealed up Gaia Prime. Ultra Weave Trials, Mark 7.1, Trials October 2065. Trial 49B, October 3rd, 2065. Pass threshold needs to be an 85 out of 100. Results. Ballistic test 91 out of 87. Or 91. Shrapnel test 87. Laser test 88. Shield integrity 86. Impact torso 51. Impact arms 62. Impact legs 43. Weave is not tightening properly on local impact tests. We need to optimize existing sensors or add more. 51K. 8 ballistic test. 88, 91, 87, 87, 67, 75, 81. So they increase the weave density. The last test, they got them all up except for the legs. Note, getting there on the weave density and detection components, but integration error on the left knee tanked the impact test. Ouch. Subject isn't going to be able to walk that one off. Surgery required. Great!
Just need to install these power cells. That should do it. Only 2 more. Just one more. There we go. The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position.
Okay, so 90 degrees, 270, 360, 450. No. Wait, no. 270 is this way. $60. That's another 90 degrees. And 630 is 180 degrees after that.
Did it.
Da 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 da.
Alright. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
And now we can finally wear the shield weaver. So we get outside. I'll let you get a better look of it. But as you can see, I have a shield over my health. I love the shield weaver. Not just its functionality, but also the way it looks. Yeah, as you can see, Aloy took the armored pieces and the weaves and basically put it over her, I think it was the outcast. Not the outcast, but the brave. So took the standard brave outfit and integrated it with the shield weaver, or the ultra weave, and there you go. So now we just gotta find a campfire. Save, and that will be it for the stream. Thank you all for watching. I don't have any, or aside from Monday, I don't have any more scheduled streams because I don't know what my work schedule is going to look like. I will be streaming all the series again, or they'll be continuing, just put on hold. So next time we finally get around to Horizon Zero Dawn, we will be doing the Frozen Wilds DLC. Good night, everybody. The last scheduled stream I have is Monday at around between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. and it will be the finale for Mass Effect 3. The end to Carolina Shepard's story. So I hope to see you all there on Monday. Have a good rest of the weekend, everybody. And I'll see you all when I see you.